Most developer burnout comes from one thing, and it's not from coding, it's not from long hours, it's not from learning new technology, but it's from expectations. So let me explain how this happens and how to avoid this cycle completely. Burnout usually starts when you try to hold yourself to an expectation or a standard that you shouldn't be trying to follow, thinking that you need to learn everything, or thinking that you need to be productive every day, or just thinking that you need to understand every new tool, new trend, new library, and every framework that comes out. And realistically, that's unreasonable, and you shouldn't hold yourself to that expectation. The problem is not the work or what you're trying to accomplish, but it's more so the pressure that you're putting on yourself. One of the biggest causes of burnout is having unrealistic goals. If you're expecting to go from a novice at coding to someone that has a understanding at the senior level in a few months, that's unrealistic. If you're expecting to build a perfect project or having a modular code base, that's not going to happen. Growth in software development is slow, steady, and messy. It's full of confusion, mistakes, setbacks, and honestly, that's normal. Another cause of burnout is comparisons. Developers like to compare themselves to people who've been coding for 5, 10, 15, even 20 years. And you're comparing their progress, their highlight reels that they're showing you on social media to yourself, comparing their apps that are polished and production ready and made with teams and other support mechanisms that you just don't have. This is going to create pressure on you. And honestly, it's going to eventually kill your motivation to continue to grow. The third cause of burnout is tutorial fatigue. A lot of times, developers consume a lot of content, video after video, tutorial after tutorial, playlists of tutorials, thinking the next one is going to make everything click. But if you don't actually take the time to ship things to production, you're really not growing. And the gap between what you know and what you can actually do continues to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And as that gap grows, frustration will eventually begin to sink in. So, how do you actually avoid this burnout? Number one, lower your expectations. Learn to pace yourself. Build something slowly. Make an ugly app. And I promise you, shipping something simple is much better than imagining something perfect, complex that never gets done. Number two, embrace small wins. Add one feature a day, fix one bug, build one screen. That's progress. Consistency is going to beat intensity every time. Number three, stop comparing yourself to others. Your journey is yours. Everyone learns differently, and you're only competing against the yesterday version of yourself. So stop worrying about where everyone else is at and just focus on your own personal development. Number four, make the shift from consuming to creating content. Tutorials feel productive, but that's passive. Building is active. Shipping is where the skills come from. Experience comes from doing, not watching. And number five, build something that excites you. When you enjoy what you're doing and enjoying what you're building, everything becomes easier and you're more motivated to actually finish. The frustration becomes a lot manageable and the confusion part becomes fun. It becomes challenging. It becomes your ability to solve problems. And that's really what development is all about. Burnout doesn't happen because you're weak or because you're bad at coding. It happens because you're carrying expectations that no developer should be trying to live up to. Drop the pressure, focus on the small wins. Consistency is progress. Create more than you consume. And remember, growth comes from finishing things, not from learning what everyone else is doing. So protect your energy, build a sustainable piece, and watch how coding becomes fun again.